Wow, I did not see that coming. Aston Villa spoil the Pookie party in Norwich as they beat Norwich City 5-1. Hello, welcome to my journey to the media world. Today I'll be reviewing Aston Villa's 5-1 win over Norwich City away from home. Just before we get into that, if you could leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're brand new, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video of mine. But without further ado, let's talk about a fantastic result for Aston Villa on the road. Going into the game, I thought it was a must win for Villa, and they certainly did that in style. They certainly got a win that was much needed. The first half was very much end-to-end stuff. I think I saw a stat saying it had the most chances in the first half. I think 28 chances in the first half alone from each side. So very much end-to-end stuff. However, Norwich did look dreadful defensively, and probably led to Villa's first two goals. Wesley and Douglas scoring the first two goals. Two very easy goals for him, I'll admit that, but the important thing is he got two goals, and hopefully that will do the world of good for him in terms of his confidence. And he could have had a hat-trick. Penalty. He had a penalty. He missed a penalty just before half-time. However, he'll be delighted to get two goals. In terms of the penalty, it was a good save from the goalkeeper. Going into the second half, Villa continue to show their excellence on the ball, their excellent pressing, and continue to show their excellence all round. And not very long after the second half begins, skipper Jack Grealish, he lays the ball off the Matt Target. Matt Target cuts it back, goes forward to Jack Grealish, and a lovely goal. It's 3-0 just after half time. Villa fans were in dreamland. Certainly I was. Anyway, and Dean Smith would have been delighted with the first half and the beginning of the second half. As of late, Villa have known to be a little bit more sloppy in the second half, but there was no signs of that today. Excellent performance throughout. Villa continue to show their excellence, and Norwich weren't really in the game in the second half, despite it being end-to-end stuff in the first half. When going 3-0 down, Norwich had to go all out. They tried to do that, but an excellent defensive display from Tyrone Mings and Bjorn Engels stopped that. Of course, Tyrone Mings was everywhere today, like he always is. As for Bjorn Engels, he got injured in the 75th minute. He came off in the 75th minute for Ezri Konsa. We don't know what the extent of that injury is, of course. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully he can recover over the international break, because Tyrone Mings and Bjorn Engels have created quite a decent relationship, should we say, over the weeks. Yeah, Villa continue to look good. They brought on Trezeguet again, showing a statement of intent to Norwich City. There might have been a 3-0 up, but they wanted more goals, of course. That's always Dean Smith's style of play. They brought on Trezeguet, another attacking option. And Dean Smith has been criticised over recent weeks for his game management. However, I do feel like he got the tactics right today. He brought on Trezeguet instead of bringing more of a defensive option on, and it certainly worked. So I think we're finally starting to learn from our mistakes. We're finally starting to adjust to Premier League life, and it's great to see as a Villa fan. I know it's only one result and we can't get carried away, but today's showed signs that we were learning from our mistakes, and Dean Smith definitely showed that in terms of his tactics. In the 63rd minute, Conor Hourihane, who got his second start in a row, scored a wonderful goal from outside the area. It fell to Matt Target. Matt Target laid it off, and a lovely strike on his left foot gave Villa a 4-goal advantage. Smiles all round in the Villa away end. Smiles on the pitch. Matt Target found it quite funny, because I think he was going to do that, but Hourihane pulled it away. Hourihane did get taken off not long after, though. A clumsy challenge resulted in him receiving a yellow card, and I think that was the reasoning behind Dean Smith taking off Conor Horan. There was no need for him to do that challenge, but he brought on Douglas Luiz, who again made his mark on the game. An absolute rocket goal not long after he came on outside the box. It flew into the top bins, and I think he's making the name for himself for the type of goals he scores, very similar to the goal he scored against Bournemouth. I'm sure Dean Smith and his teammates wouldn't have been surprised, because I have a feeling he does that in training every week. Villa continued, even when they were 5-0 up, they continued to press. It could have been more. If Wesley had scored a penalty, it would have been 6. All round excellent performance, and it's just a shame that we have an international break when we're just finding a bit of momentum, and finding that little bit of success, that we have an international break. Hopefully we can go on and get a result against Brighton after the international break, because of the next 2 games are pretty big: Man City and Liverpool, of course. But we have showed a lot of fight in a big game, so who knows what could happen. Football is a funny thing, of course. For me, man of the match, you could give it to a lot of people. I thought Marvellous was very good anchoring the midfield. Wesley with his 2 goals would give him a lot of confidence, of course. So there's a lot of contenders for man of the match. For me, I'd give it to Tyrone Mings. He was there. He was there. He was everywhere. Despite making one little mistake, he'll be disappointed conceding Norwich consolation goal. I think Villa just lose concentration. They put a looping ball over from a free kick. They're trying to play it from the back, of course. And Mings gets in a little bit of a muddle, passes it back to Tom Heaton. I think Tom Heaton couldn't get there quick enough, and it resulted in a goal for Norwich City. But in terms of Villa now, that puts us up into 14th in the table. Obviously there are games to be played tomorrow. It did a world of good for the goal difference, and hopefully we can start to get some results now. And we've found a way of playing that suits us, and Dean Smith can kick on his Premier League status in terms of management. Next up for Villa with Brighton, as I mentioned. And again, they look good today against Tottenham, winning 3-0, of course. So again, it's no pushover, but we're at home. We have to win our home games. And like I say, hopefully we're learning from our mistakes. Don't want to jinx anything, but if we can continue to do what we did today, then I think the only way is up. Villa fans, leave your comments down below, your thoughts on the game and who your standout performer was. Like I say, a brilliant performance. I'm sure the Villa fans in the away end loved it today. Until next time, goodbye, up the Villa. If you enjoyed that video, why not watch another? Click here to watch them in full. Also,